Hi everybody. This is like my 15 millionth time doing this. um, I had to do so many takes. The first time I don't know, just things just kept going wrong, and with like first the camera, the battery died. Then my son wanted to make cameos, and it was cute, but then like you could hear him like throughout and all, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then my youngest daughter, she wanted to be the cameraman, and she came up and she started fiddling with the camera, and just a lot of stuff happened, and you can hear her going in the background. So I don't know. So I'm like hoping this won't be dull and a dud and all, because I've done it so many times now. But anyway, this is actually, so now that I'm doing it over again, this is week 26 and 6 days, because I did a bunch of takes yesterday. So anyway, I'm excited because now I know that I have a little bit of an audience. I still am not sure if I'm going to open it up like publicly, but it's cool. So hi, some of you AAMI students and friends and family, and this is cool. This is fun, because I really didn't expect to really share it. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's cool. So as promised, I said last time that I would show you my book because I didn't have it with me, and so this is the book that I wrote about my births. It's a memoir, pretty much, about my first 3 births and my first miscarriage, and it's called Empowered to Birth Naturally: One Woman's Journey to Home Birth. What I plan to do is, after I have this birth, at some point, I plan to update it, because I have since had a good 6 or 7 miscarriages, and my son, and then this pregnancy. So I'm gonna write about all of it, because it's all very different. In this book, you have my my hospital birth and all its details, the birth center birth, as well as my home birth with a midwife, and then, like I said, a miscarriage as well. And so it's just pretty cool. So this is the book. It's available on Amazon if you're interested. And I also said that I would talk about this. This is my fetoscope that I use when I wanna I wanna hear the heartbeat. And my daughters, 13 and 18-year-olds, they could hear with this since I had to have been a good 16, 17 weeks along, and they were hearing with this just fine. But I've since learned from Marin Green. If you don't know Marin, look up indiebirth.com. Wonderful resource. She's absolutely wonderful. So Marin was telling me recently, she said, no, it is hard to hear yourself with these. And also I'm like, okay, because I thought like something is wrong with me. Like, these little girls can't hear with this, but I can't. And I would like try it on, and then I would listen to my heartbeat first to make sure, I have a base. I have something to reference. Like, okay, I can hear mine, so I should be able to hear the babies as well, But no, I heard nothing. Nothing at all. Like, not even, like, my daughters were talking about all the sounds, like, your inside, all the gurgling and just inside sounds and stuff of the body. They could hear all that, and I was hearing nothing. So I was like, what the heck, But it was so cool, because on Thanksgiving Day, I heard for the first time, and that was great. And then I got freaked out because I heard the, like, double, and also it was like, da, 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 da. And then they said, da, 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 da. And I was like, what is happening? So, but it was cool. It's cool. I'm now at a point where I'm like coming to grips with with twins and all, and I'm amazed, and I'm in awe. At first, I was not in awe. In fact, I was in awe, like, for myself. Not even like, I'm just saying, like not afraid of the birth at all, because it's just, one baby come out and another one will come out, whatever. But just like, I was in awe for myself with regards to the fact that I'm 4'11". I'm measuring like 37 weeks now, and I'm like, my back is just like screaming at me at times and all, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I still have, like, a possible, good Lord, like, forever to go. You know how it is. We always think we're pregnant forever and we'll never have a baby, and, that whole thing. So that is the part that kind of freaked me out, because right now, I have a hard time shopping. Like yesterday, oh my gosh, we went grocery shopping, and normally when I go grocery shopping, I'm just going for a few things. But yesterday I did serious grocery shopping. And by the end of that trip, I was just like, hold it together, Trees. Hold it together. Like, I'm ready to cry and like just lay down on the ground. And because my back was just like, enough. Like, this is just way too much. But, got it done and all. So, because I didn't want to leave it all to my 18-year-old. I don't think that's fair or cool. A few things, yeah, I'll send her to the store, but not like full on, grocery shopping. So, but I have support in that. I can find somebody to help me with that. So, if need be, and all in the future. But so my week, in addition to that, it has been very, my awe has turned into like just awe of the whole situation, because here I was not able to sustain one baby, and with the 5 consecutive losses that I had over a 9-month time span, and without any intervention, medically speaking, and just honestly just trusting God and trusting, the process and all. Here I am now sustaining 2. That's amazing, and it's exciting, and it's all new, so it's cool to experience something new. And man, like, I have a new respect for moms of multiples, because this is not a joke. Not that a singleton pregnancy is a joke, don't get me wrong, I know that side too, but yeah, so it's pretty amazing. But some of the things that I've been doing to help myself, one is I do 100 squats every other day, and I really love squats. I tend to have like strong arms and legs, even though like now I have like a layer of fat over all everything, but there's still a lot of muscle underneath there, so I'm like very strong, and I can like, because a couple people that I've mentioned that to, they're like 100, and I'm like, 100 is nothing. Like, I don't even feel sore, from doing it. I mean, while I'm doing it, I make sure it's challenging and everything. Like, I'll sit, stand against the wall and, go down and all into a squatting position and, hold it and all. So that, it's a challenge, because in my head, I want to do more, but I'm telling myself, you're not doing this to lose weight. You're not doing this for a triathlon or anything like that. It's just, like, just to be healthy and strong and all for the birth and after as well. So I'm looking forward to the benefits of this after and during the birth. And so far the benefits have been that it has increased my hunger, which is awesome. I'm going to come back to that. But the other thing, I went back to my chiropractor this Tuesday, and then I went again on Friday, and he was saying how, and this is after not having gone for like 2 months, and he was saying that he was really surprised and very pleased that my back was fine and all. He said my neck was out of whack and all, and felt like wood, but he said my back was good. And I said, I've been doing these squats. And he was like, that's it. And he started rattling off all these things that squats help with and all. And so that's exciting. But back to the hunger part, it has caused me to feel more hungry, which is a plus for me because I am more of a fan of sleep than I am of eating. And if I'm hungry and sleepy, I'll try so desperately to hurry up and just go to sleep because I don't feel like eating. And it's weird because I absolutely love cooking, and I love cooking from scratch and all that, but I'm just not so big on eating. And then I eat like pretty healthy, but for a pregnancy period, and let alone multiples, I don't eat as well as I could at times. Like a few nights ago, I had for dinner sauteed spinach with onions, sauteed in that, and then with coconut oil, and I also sauteed some carrots. Well, that's nice, but there's no protein in that, and certainly not very many calories and all, even with the healthy fat of coconut oil. But so I have to learn to drink more calories and all, because the other thing is I love water, and like I have this water bottle. I carry my hydro flask with me everywhere, and this is a 40-ounce bottle, and it's not enough. Like, honestly, like I want the 65-ounce, but the 65-ounce is bulkier and wouldn't fit in my car in the cup holder like this does. So I absolutely love it, and I just deal with the smaller amount of water, but I need to like cut back on my water because I will fill myself up with water. And then I love making my herbal teas, and that too, no calories, that and water. So I have to make a conscious effort to not OD on those, and get in some calories and all. And I feel like I've been doing pretty well with that because I actually see a difference in my my belly and all, and just growth over the last week. And so I'm excited. I'm like, yay, I'm doing something, but the squats have helped me to be a little more hungry and all, which helps, so if you're hungry, well, you hope you would eat and all, but I'm getting it together. It's like ridiculous that a doula slash student midwife would sit here and say, yes, I don't eat. That's like, we need to follow our own advice, So also this week I was looking into getting the birth certificate, and I'm in New Jersey, so what I learned was, of course, they don't know what's what. They're so like, what? You're not having a baby in the hospital? What do you mean you need a birth certificate? Oh my God, we don't know how to do this, kind of thing. So, but I called another midwife here, and she said they're doing it electronically now. And so, and she was like, man, if it was a singleton birth, I would just as soon sign the birth certificate for you, and all, because that's what happened the last time. I had another midwife who was like, I'll sign it, whatever. I'll send it to you after the birth, and even though she wasn't in attendance and all. But the twin pregnancy is not, and here in New Jersey, it's illegal for a licensed midwife to attend a VBAC as well as a twin pregnancy at home. Isn't that something? It's like ridiculous. Licensure is like, yeah, a beast. And it's like, it's so just messed up, because it's just messed up. So I'm not even going to go there because I'll get really mad. But anyway, so I gotta like find my way with regards to that, and that's going to be a journey. But whatever, I'll figure it out. I always have before. So also over the last week, I have been still dealing with nausea, which is absolutely ridiculous. I'm like, come on, I'm 26 weeks. Like, where's the break? I mean, now I haven't thrown up again, but still, like, dealing with nausea is no fun either. But it's just what it is. and all. And then the movement has been just all over the place, and that's actually getting to be fun, because as I get bigger, it becomes more obvious that there's not just one person in here, and all. And like how babies like to ball up and go to sleep, and you'll have this like lump on one side. I remember this with every single one of my pregnancies, where they'll lump, like there'll be this lump on one side, and then the other side is like flattened and all. Well, I have two lumps, and I'll have a lump on the left and a lump on the right. Or one time I had a lump on the left, and I was like, oh, you going to sleep, and I'm like rubbing the lump, and then on the other side, way down in my crotch, I'm feeling like these like taps, and I'm like, what? So it's to the point where I can't deny anymore. I can't, like, because I wanted to deny for the longest. My husband too, and all. It's like I don't know, but and also over the last week I've been like just sharing with the people around me that I'm like I I'm a minister, so I obviously go to church, and I'm a youth group leader, and also I've been sharing with the different groups and all that it's twins, because a lot of them were saying it all along anyway, and also I'm like, yeah, you were right and all. And it's funny, some of the reactions, because some are like, oh, like, and it's just cute and all. And I've been looking into all this twin stuff. Oh, and so one thing that like okay, so because when you say twins, people are like, oh, well, do twins run in your family and all? And I know there's some twins distant, family, like on my mom's side. But they're identical, actually. One set of twins. Well, no, there's a fraternal set too. But anyway, on my husband's side, it's interesting. So my husband's brother had a set of identical twins, and one passed at like 4 months old. It was awful. But then he also has his first cousin had a set of fraternal twins. And this is on his mother's side. But I was thinking about this and reading and all. And in reading, I'm like, because it looks like, it's supposed to be the mom's side, the woman's side. That's where the genetic link comes in. And the genetic, like, as far as it running in your family, the genetic link has more to do with fraternal twins. It has nothing to do with identical, because the identical is one egg that just like magically splits, into two, whereas the fraternal is the two, separate eggs that are released in that month. And so it's a thing of this woman, maybe her mom, her grandmother, her sisters, they all genetically tend to release 2 eggs a month. Well, the thing with the fraternal twins on my husband's side, the link there, the blood, link, or the bloodline or whatever, is from the male half of that equation. So I'm like, so does that even count? As far as like, oh, you have twins in your family, so you have twins, coming, and and so I'm thinking like that actually doesn't even like matter in this and all, because it's the guy. In fact, both sets of twins, the identical ones and the fraternal, it's my husband's brother and his cousin, male cousin, and all, who were the other half of that parent equation for those twins. So I'm like, this is interesting, So I guess that's like pretty much about it. I'll show you my belly now, and we're done for this week. So I wonder if you can see any growth. So you'll have to tell me, those of you who are watching like in real time and all. So this is 26 weeks and 6 days. Oh, I feel a little pull here too, and I'm like, oh, jeez, like I gotta be careful. But anyway, can't just like pop up like I want to. So then this is from the side, and that is that. So that's my growth for this week. So I will be writing I mean, no, writing. Well, I do write too. I do blogs and just, I'm all over the place. And I'm in the process of writing a book about my miscarriage journey and all, because that's been really interesting too. But anyway, I will be vlogging and speaking with you again next week. Thanks so much for watching.